And finally, our final question. Michael?
Michael.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce a very special guest on today's episode of whatever podcast this is, Michael Lowe's. Michael, how you doing today?
Just chilling, getting stuff done, the usual.
Great to hear. I'm doing pretty good as well. I got some questions here that the world is dying to know. But there are some people who aren't aware of who you are. So tell us about yourself, Michael.
Well, I'm a high school senior at OHS, doing stuff with the play. I'm well known as Michael Lowe's. What else could I say about myself? I don't want to give too much of the special sauce away, though, so...
Interesting. You mentioned you were in the play. Who are you playing in the play?
Only the best Alf around, the Bueller Alf.
Ah, Alf Bueller. What a character. I enjoyed that play. It was nice. Are you in the current play that's going on?
I'm gonna be, yeah, when it happens.
Interesting. Could you give us a sneak peek? A little info?
It's about some Game of Thrones style things. Everybody's gonna mess around, try and get each other's princesses around, and overall, just a lot of blood.
Interesting. Who's not a fan of blood around here? Anyway, aside from being in the play, what other activities do you indulge in?
I had a lot of homework right now, but I would be gaming if I could, a lot of different video games and such. Beyond that, it would have to be, if track's gonna start up, might do that as well, but overall, it's mostly I might read books once in a while. Oh, not to make this any less boring or whatever, though, but I have still stayed with the Boy Scouts, do scout things once in a while, good old camps and whatnot, hikes, always fun. Like to be outdoorsy, and just I have a lot of different hobbies that I participate in, that I kind of self-indulge in.
Interesting. All right. So, regarding the December newscast, you played an elf in the newscast, correct?
Not an elf? No, I don't know who that was. That's just some dude. That's some elf we hired on.
All right.
And we used a little Christmas magic.
Yeah, all right, because, Michael the elf, Michael Lowe's, you can see how they would get mixed up. My apologies.
Oh, it's fine.
We got some real dumb questions over here that I'm going to ask you today.
There's no dumb questions. Those only questions that have yet to be asked that seem dumb.
Very insightful. If you could merge two different animals to create the ultimate animal, what two animals would it be, and what would their product be?
Can it be like a subspecies of the same animal, or?
Sure.
Ooh, tough question. I mean, I'd have to probably go with like a cat and a seal.
Interesting. What would it be called?
It'd be called Fat Fuss Cat.
All right.
Because it'd basically just be a really fat cat that would encompass the world record. 200-pound cat. Yeah.
Ooh,
It'd probably
real chonky.
It would probably suffocate you in your sleep, though, so we're ignore that one.
All right. Would you rather own a horse the size of a cat or a cat the size of a horse?
Well, you already know that one. A cat the size of a horse.
Personally, I would choose a horse the size of a cat. But,
I mean, horses are hard to maintain as is, but like a small one, imagine the medical problems of that. Gee-wee.
True. You can make one of your body parts detachable without any consequences. What body part would you detach?
Am I still able to control my that body part when it's detached?
Yeah, you could control it still and reattach it, no problems.
That's a hard question. Like, I feel like it'd have to be a hand because a hand's so dexterous it could move around still, and I could like toss it up. I could like toss it through a window or like someplace that it could run around, but I couldn't see it though, could I? It's like a remote control maybe. I could like open a door from the backside,
Interesting.
or heck, I could like still be playing a video game or go get a drink of water or something. But overall, it had to probably be a hand because those things are so the most useful thing you can do.
Very interesting. All right. Is water wet?
And is as objectified as with other water or with another surface combined onto it? I'll ask the questions here, sir.
Okay.
Usually the answer is no, unless it's been made by another substance. But yes, the water is not wet.
All right. And our final question. Michael, you're something of a quirked up white boy, right?
Quirked or white? You can't have one or the other. You can have both. You can have one or the other. I mean, I can be what I want to be. That's the beauty of what I am, I guess you could say. Don't quote me on that.
But are you goated with the sauce?
Which sauce?
What kind of sauce you want to be goated with?
Szechuan sauce.
All right. Interesting. Anyway, that's all we've got for today. I'd like to give a very huge shout out for Michael Lowe's for appearing on the podcast today. Thank you, Michael.
Wait, is this a podcast?
Yes.
Oh, they haven't seen me? Oh, heck.